Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back, everybody, to All the Mods 10 here on our playthrough of the official release. And I kind of want to go back to our roots of, as updates come out, we go over them together. And so, version 1.1 has officially released, and why don't we head and take a look at the patch notes. And for anybody that doesn't know how to view these, specifically if you're using CurseForge, the app, all you need to do is when you are changing version to the latest version, it has the changelog, and I'm going to show you something else, another little trick about understanding the changes that come to the mod packs you're playing. But first and foremost, let's dive right in. Let's start taking a look at these. So we can see here that in the changelog, they have added industrial foregoing souls. For those that are unfamiliar with that, it's kind of a newer industrial foregoing add-on that allows to create acceleration of various machines. They've disabled quite a few of the overpowered ones, but what it is by the same way you would laser drill a warden for, or sorry, a wither for ether gas, you laser drill a warden for souls. So that's going to be really interesting. They've added the bridging mod and laser bridges. I'm not too familiar with them, but I think we'll have to check those out. How you doing, Rex? Good to see you. Definitely missed you. How you doing? Ninja Hacks coming in. Hey, Fallen. How you doing, Ninja? Good to see you. They've added Nature's Aura. Love it or hate it. It has some good uses. Nature's Aura can be really fun. It's cool to see it. They've added additional lights, which is always good for the aesthetic side of any mod pack. They've added Bad Wither No Cookie. If I remember correctly, what this does is disables the server-wide wither noises. It makes it localized to the player doing the wither. And then as a server host, I'm really excited for this one, the No Villager Death Messages. For those that are unfamiliar with this, especially those that you'll know if you host servers, anytime a villager dies in a modded mod pack, generally if you have like easy villagers or other mods installed, it actually puts a message in the server log. Now, if you go along those lines, but here, let me catch up with chat real fast. Hey, nice to see you from Pulver. Good to see you. Brian Mortensen, hi Fallen, hope you're doing good. I am doing good, Brian. Good to see you. Wazaf says, got a test in 10, so I'll likely catch the end of your stream. Good luck today. Thanks, Wazaf. Appreciate it. And Miner Man, Yo's what's good. I'll turn in a bit later. Sounds good. Now, it's funny that Brian came in the chat because I'm going to use you as an example, Brian, for No Villager Death Messages. A lot of the All the Mods pack have Mahausakai. Now, I may be pronouncing that mod wrong, but one of the items from that mod is the Morgan Sword. That sword is the inversed version of the Caliburn, but it gains stacking attack damage every time you'll see where I'm going with this, every time you kill villagers. And this is why I'm using Brian as an example here. So it's very common for players in all the mods packs to set up villager spawners and just spam kill villagers to level their Morgan. And every time a player's doing that, the server console is unreadable because it's just spammed with villager deaths. It gives you their ID, their profession and stuff. And it was funny enough, before the version release when we were beta testing, Brian was doing it, I believe, and I couldn't read the console. So I'm really happy to see that. Rex says Morgan got nerfed to 60. Yeah, I'm really happy to see that. I am not a fan of the infinite scaling of Caliburn and Morgan. I'm happy to see them nerfed. It made every other weapon in the game just invalid. But continuing on, they've added I'm Fast. I'm not 100% sure what that mod does. Maybe we'll have to look into it. EvilCraft quests and quest work. good to see. More quests in the quest book. Recipe to fix honeycomb compression, awesome. And you'll notice these names, and we'll get into that here in a second. They've disabled trophy drops from fake players, that's good. They added the Apothic Enchanting chapter to the quest log, awesome, awesome. And they downgraded Terrablender to fix a crash, happy to see that. I think that is the crash related to last episode. Last episode where the server was crashing based on where a player teleported to. I believe that was due to Terrablender. But let's read Rex's joke here. What did the mod say to the mod pack? Add me and you'll see a world of pain and imagination. Nice. Oh, Pulver gifting a tier 1 sub to Wazaf. Thank you so much, Pulver. I greatly appreciate the support and congrats, Wazaf. How you doing, Hajakanas? Good to see you, and thank you again, Pulver, for the support. Now, they added industrial foregoing quality of life changes. Now, you'll notice there's not more info here, and so this is where I'm going to show you another tip and or trick. Now, these names are related, in fact, to the GitHub. The GitHub for All the Mods 10 from the All the Mods team. Now, what these names are for people that have submitted changes to the pack and they've been approved. Here in the workflows, I believe I'm in the right spot here. And something you can do if you want to see the changes, let's see if I can find, okay, so we want to look for commits and such. It may take me a second to find this exactly. I believe it's under actions. You'll have to excuse me if it takes me a second to find the area I'm looking for. But catching up on chat real fast. Rex says, is this a public server or Twitch subs and YouTube members only? At this time, it is supporter only, for the reasons we gave in the last episode. And then Pulver says, was just waiting for you to go live, been wanting to give something back, even if it's not much, for giving. It's so nice to have servers to play on. I appreciate it, Pulver. The support you guys give is, it's fantastic. I greatly appreciate it. It's what makes all of this possible. But give me a second here, guys. I'm trying to remember. Here we go. So this is what we're going to look for. We're going to come over here. And I believe here's where we can see the commits. So you click on commits. This is what I was looking for originally. I apologize, guys. So you'll notice this is where you can see all of the things that are being pushed into the made mod pack, and the ones that are verified and committed actually correlate to the names of the people in the changes. And what we're most interested in is I want to see the industrial foregoing quality of life changes by djnifos. Yeah, I remember that, Rex. What about it? But let's hop in here, and already we have merge pull request 783 from main. Why don't we go take a look at this? If we click the description, it is the industrial foregoing quality of life changes. So why don't we take a look at this? So while the changelog doesn't tell us much, we can use GitHub to see what was changed. And djnifos says adds all the mod ores to the laser ore drill. So now you can actually do those ores with the ore drill. Adds deep slate to the stonework factory. Awesome. And changes lens to pickaxes. Changes the lenses to pickaxes for all the mods ores. This is usually related to tag-wise, but it will require the user to find the smithing templates and the ores prior to void mining for them, which is really interesting. You cleaned it up and it looks sick. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's how you can look up what these changes are that don't really say too much. And so now we know what the industrial foregoing quality of life changes were. I hope that was a little informational to you. But why don't we actually hop in game? Guys, here we are on my supporter all the mods 10 server. Now on version 1.1. And I did want to say I am actively investigating methods of doing a trusted player system for those that have played with us on my public servers in the past and can't afford to support. I don't want them to be left out. I don't want there to be a paywall for the friends I've made to play with me. So I'm actively looking into ways to make that possible, and I'll be posting in my Discord, which is linked in the description, about any changes that come. Like we said in the last episode, Rex, it's just 100% the mod pack. We're going to explore every mod, every item, eventually getting all versions of any stars, everything. This is going to be one big series. But diving into it, the only thing I've done since we last played is just AFK'd at my base, really, to get us some iron. And on top of that, I've done a little bit of just admin work, helping some people at their bases and claiming some quests. And from claiming quests, you'll notice we got quite some resources, and I wanted to show one quest in particular that you wouldn't expect. And it's actually in the building tips section, and that is when you go blocks. Oh, Pulver coming in, gifting a tier 1 sub to Rex. Thank you so much, Pulver, and congratulations, Rex. I really appreciate the support. That's really kind of you, Pulver. Rex, make sure you use the Discord to check the supporter channels to figure out how to whitelist yourself on the server. But here in the building tips, I thought a lot of these quests were just going to reward XP, but quite a few of them, you'll notice here, as soon as you get any of these blocks of resources, it can be iron, redstone, even a block of copper, you then get to choose a reward among blocks of resources. And then if you just hold like a block of iron, you get it doesn't show the number here, but you get 2 blocks of iron, 2 blocks of gold. And so that just goes back to yesterday of saying, make sure you read the quests. And so I started looking around, and I noticed if we just make any form of stairs, we get wool, which brings us to the light sources. You can just make torches, and without going to the nether or anything, you'll get 16 glowstone, 16 coal. And so my plan today is to continue doing some of these early quests, trying to get their rewards. And today's plan for streaming is I have a little bit of time before I need to watch my son. And so we'll stream until then, and then we'll take a break, and then if my health is up for it, we'll be live again after that. Silic, how you doing? Good to see you. And Rex says, also, I haven't been in last stream, so I'm behind on what happened previously. Awesome. Well, feel free to go back and catch up on it anytime. But let's start today with probably trying to sleep so that we can go out at night without any phantoms. And I did want to check if, while I was AFK, I don't know if it was in range, if any of our flax has grown. It looks like it has. So it doesn't look like it's right-click harvestable. Let's just punch it. This is going to give us some free string alternative here. And then my big plan, and why I AFK'd the iron farm, was so that we could upgrade all of our storage, including our backpack. Catching up in chat here, we got Sweet Bounce coming in. Good afternoon. Good to see you, Sweet Bounce. I noticed what you guys were talking about in the supporter chat, and you've actually inspired me. I think I'm going to make a channel in my Discord regarding game server hosting at home. And in there, I'd love to discuss with you stuff about Minecraft server hosting, if that's all right. Pulver says the Avengers are already going crazy again. Absolutely, they're going crazy. Rex says, "You're going to stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to play today." Like I've said before, it all depends on my health every day. I wanted to stream yesterday, but it just didn't work out. But we're getting better every day, and hopefully things continue to be possible for us. Let's see here. So we got 9 flax fiber. 2 of it makes the string. So why don't we actually just immediately go for some string? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our copper, our iron, and a lot of iron. We're going to do a bunch of upgrading around the base. Sweetbout says, be my guest, my dude. I love talking about it. But no, it's loads of yapping for some people. That's why I was going to make a separate channel for it, Sweet Bounce, that people could opt into to hear about server stuff. Because I know I'm interested in it, but I know a lot of people aren't. But I did want to give another tip and trick. I've noticed some YouTubers, especially starting YouTubers, complain about noises they're hearing in the mod pack. And they don't seem to be aware of the muffler mod. That is this little icon next to your player in your inventory. And for instance, while we're in our base, we don't want to be constantly hearing the iron farm. Now, while on recent sounds, we can see recent sounds that have played near us. And here we have the Iron Golem hurt. We can turn that off. Iron Golem death. We're just clicking the muffle sound button. Villager ambient and zombie ambient. We don't want to hear those. That will make this iron farm completely silent. Rex says, and from downtown, Pumpkin comes back to town. Nice. But we're going to use our ore hammer here to try to get a bunch more copper, and I'm hoping we have enough logs. We may not for all of the upgrades we're about to do, but we'll see. And then I did want to show this. This was a gift from, I believe, the Avengers. Was it the Avengers, or was it... It was Slow, Iron Man, and I can't remember all who. I super apologize. But I was helping them at their base, looking at some stuff as an admin. And they know I absolutely love my AE2. So they gifted me 5 flawless budding Certus quartz. For those unfamiliar, in the newer versions of AE2, the way to get Certus quartz, it's no longer an ore that's generated. To get it the mod itself way, it uses budding blocks similar to amethyst. And now that we have these, we can actually get started on getting some of the materials for AE2. So we're going to come outside here, and this is what I like to do. At the start, before we have any panels or anything, we're going to make only one side of the budding blocks exposed to air, just for now, so that all the focus goes to that one side. And we're going to just place these in the ground so that they're growing as we're doing other things. And for those that don't know, you can't normally break and move flawless budding, but through the use of cardboard boxes or exchangers or similar methods, you can move them. And it's actually really easy to get the mechanism cardboard boxes early because you don't actually have to use the mechanism sawmill, because there's so many versions of sawdust. And one of my favorite methods is the Productive Trees Sawmill. Makes sawdust and multiplies your planks, and it's super, super cheap. Rex wants to know, who are the server members known as the Avengers? We'll have to check in Discord. I can't say, like, I can't list all of them off the top of my head, unfortunately. But why don't we actually start making some progress here? Give me just a second, guys, as I clean up a little bit. And what we're going to do is first we're going to focus on the backpack, because this is going to be important for any exploration we do today. We've already made it copper, and by making it copper, it makes the iron form cheaper. Let's go ahead and make an iron backpack and then grab our gold. Oh, I see what you mean, Rex. They all choose their own names, and then we've come to call me Arshem because you know how he's the judge, and so like when the server is lagging, it's like the judge. It's like Arshem showing up for judgment. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, I can't remember all the names they've chose. I believe they've got Banner and Tony Stark and such, but I can't say for sure all of them off the top of my head. But we're gonna go straight for a gold backpack to make exploration easier, and then we're gonna make sure we are claiming the quests we're completing because they give resources. Now, coming back to what we have, I do want to, I know this is functional storage and not sophisticated, but why don't we see what it's going to cost for a functional storage upgrade? It's going to be 2 blocks of copper, 2 chests, and a drawer. We're going to go ahead and go for that. Let me actually come over here. We're going to grab 3 chests. And if I can remember correctly, this should be a drawer. That should be everything for the copper upgrade. So let's throw that in there. That gives us 8.2 thousand of each, so I think that'll be fine. Siluk says, how do I get whitelisted? So if you become a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, so the paid support roles, something I offer to those that choose to monetarily support me is that in my Discord, if your Twitch or YouTube, whichever one you used, is connected to your Discord account in your Discord settings connections, you will gain the supporter role in my Discord. That makes the supporter channels available. That there's a pinned message that says how to verify or whitelist yourself on my server. And it's as simple as it has the IP, you try to connect, you get a code, it tells you where to take that code and the command to put in. It's just important that you, when you type in the command in the Discord chat, you use the All the Mods 10 bot, not the All the Mods 9 bot. I'm going to be removing the All the Mods 9 bot because the 3 months of the ultimate All the Mods 9 server is coming to an end. But in the meantime, you just have to be, you have to make sure you choose the right bot. Now, I'd love to upgrade our sophisticated chest, but we are actually short on redstone. But in the meantime, why don't we do a few more quests here before we do any form of exploring? We're gonna grab the stairs for a quest, and let's go through and let's see what all the rewards are. So for making a copper storage upgrade, we get 1 more. Let's go ahead and throw that in here since they're multiplicative. And then I believe we should have a quest in building tips for the stairs. So that gives us 3 wool. The light sources gives us the glowstone and coal. And the chipped lights, we get some frog lights. Awesome sauce. Let's throw these in here. Let's try to keep our inventory somewhat clean as we go about this today. Mr. Tukanit is about to go into work, but wanted to stop by, say hi, and hope you have a good stream. Thanks so much, Mr. Tukanit. So good to see you. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Hope it is a good one. Yeah, we'll see about Just Dire Things, Rex. I have a love-hate relationship with that mod that we've kind of gone over. But it looks like making any Paxel gives an efficiency book. As for the other light sources, we could get glowstone. Sorry, I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. That may have been too much. Oh, come on, game. There we go. We can get glowstone, compressed iron for wall lamps, redstone lamps. I just want to see what all these rewards are. Aluminum for JaisDK, source gems for Arznavu, And you get free feral flare lanterns if you make any of the Torchmaster items. Good to know. Continuing on down here, so because we've entered Farmer's Delight, we get some free food crates. Storage Delight's a brand new one to make storage look better, and we can get logs or saplings for it. Cooking for Blockhead, you get free kitchen floor tiles. Handcrafted, we can get terracotta and string. Ooh, that could be easy because all we would need to do is like make the hammer and get those rewards. Why don't we put our resources away for a second? And like I put in the title, let's just do some early game quests before we go out and exploring. I want to see what all we can do with what we have. Yeah, we'll see about Just Dire Things, Rex. I've heard it's less buggy, but we'll have to I'll have to see that for myself. I've been having some issues with it, especially with server crashes, let me tell you. The Eclipse Paxel can mine all the modium, vibranium, and obtanium. Yeah, we'll see. No, right. So like, I know all about Just Dire Things. I just don't like how much it causes my server to crash. So I have a love-hate relationship with it. Why don't we grab 2 iron, and I'm going to turn the rest of these planks to sticks. And we're going to make the hammer to go ahead and unlock string and terracotta, which might actually unlock some more quests here. We'll see in just a second. I'm going to keep my tools separate and let's keep going here. EvilCraft stone, I want to look for specifically, it's like come to these gem blocks. All the ores gives fortune right at the start. So all we would need to do is mine any of all the ores mods when we go underground. Now a good way of get those is the blocks of raw whatever. I think that's going to be our best bet. Once we go underground, we'll get free fortune, so that's good. Making chipped copper, which seems to be you just have to do any form of waxed copper, will give copper blocks. Any mystical agriculture gives a free infusion crystal. That's good to know. And netherite gives ancient debris. That's funny. Any of the chipped gem blocks. Ooh, look at that. We could get redstone, lapis, amethyst, and quartz. All we would need is a block of one of these. Now, I don't think we have enough of the resources at this time to do that, but maybe we'll get enough from some quests here. Yeah, speaking of which, Rex, they just added the quest chain in this update for Apothic Enchanting. This is going to be really good to look at. Once you have an enchanting table, it talks about the various methods. That's good to know. And it starts the infusion enchanting. Everything seems to be pretty similar so far. Oh, there's now blocks for negative enchantment removal. That's exciting. We're going to have to see the changes that have come to the mod. I think it's going to be fun to explore. We'll go ahead and claim our start of AE2, and then let's head back up into these. I want to see just a few more of what there is to offer. So some more wood if we make the window hammer. I'll favorite that. Saplings and wood. Okay, so it's all just saplings and wood there. I think we want to do the Paxel for the efficiency quest. I think we'll make an iron Paxel. I think we have the resources. Let's find out. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a shovel, a pickaxe, and an axe. Get a few more sticks. And we're going to make a iron Paxel. Now, I don't know if the order matters. There we go. Iron Paxel. Awesome. Also, can't wait for the alloy trident from all the modium. Yeah, that'll be really interesting to check out. I can't wait to see what what it do, what the stats are, I should say. Shipped, we also get a free crafting table. But there we go. So we have another enchanted book. So we've got Unbreaking 1, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3. We're going to be pretty set for enchanting our first pick. You get a framing saw for making any of those. Can't really make the building gadgets yet. Digging Claws is XP. Chisel Reborn is iron. Rechiseled is iron. EvilCraft stone. I'm just gonna look for any other kind of OP quests here. So a free Nature's Compass. If we get any of the unexplored logs. Okay. Oh, the biomes you go also rewards a Nature's Compass, so maybe we'll have to grab some of those. Productive trees will give some of the bee upgrades for them, and Ars Nouveau, just getting any of the logs gives you all the saplings. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready to continue our journey here. I don't think there's anything else I necessarily wanted to do here in the base. Let me get a drink of water and catch up on chat. Oh, that's exciting, Rex. Yeah, I can't wait till that's added. Someone commented on the last video that finally for this update 1.21, finally the much and long awaited rework of Refined Storage into Refined Storage 2 is supposed to release for this version. I don't know how far they are on it, but I am excited to see what they do, because for those that don't know, Refined Storage has just received just enough support for it to be usable in new versions, but a lot of past bugs have not been fixed, and that's why it's not the best storage to use on servers. It's very common to actually crash servers with it. And so I'm hoping it's going to be good. Refined Storage 2. I hope it starts to become a real and true competitor to AE2. As much as I love AE2, competition is healthy. But there is some more quests done. Let's just turn these in real fast. That should be that one done. Back to building tips. Oh, you get a window hammer for making a window hammer. That's kind of funny. And I think I'm going to choose... Okay, I was going to see if it had any of the logs we needed for the other quests, but I don't see it necessarily, so we'll just choose some random logs. I think that's all the quests. I think we're about ready to go out exploring. I'm going to put that. I'm going to bring the wood with me, store the rest of this, and why don't we actually also get some iron armor up and rolling? I think is what we're going to do. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, Hajikanis, I remember you're a refined storage purist, right? I'm sure you'll enjoy the update. Hope they add botany pots, phyto growth, or garden close soon before TPS issues. Yeah, we'll see. I know, I think they're trying to move away from any form of botany pot. It's just considered too powerful to them or something. I can't remember exactly what they said, but for me as a server host, I love botany pots because when they're properly set up, they're the friendliest on servers, like I went over in my All the Mods 9 series. Let's go ahead and let's start getting things done. Let's start progressing. So I'm just going to throw on some basic armor for now. just so that we don't easily die as we go exploring. Hopefully we loot better items. But I'm just going to trash my stone tools. Throw those there. Put away the iron. We've got food. We've got torches. In the backpack, we've got some more torches. Got a bucket. I'm going to put the bucket down here. Maybe put the shovel away. Let's grab a bucket of water and let's actually get started in actually exploring. Now, I do want these Certus quartz growing while I'm gone. I did make the mistake of not putting them all in one chunk, but let's come into the claim manager and I'll just force load these so that while we're online, we are still getting Certus growth. All AE lovers say, hey, right? Also, there's no way of automating wood currently. What? Is the industrial foregoing machines not there? My favorite method is using the industrial foregoing, I believe it's just called the harvester. Or what is it called? Yeah, I think it's in the basic machines. Oh yeah, maybe it's gone. It should have. Oh right, plant gatherer. That's what it's called. Yeah, there's still the plant gatherer. That's what I would use, is the plant gatherer. It works really well at gathering trees. You grow the tree directly in front of the work side. I don't know how new it is. Maybe it is a rename. I just remember I've used this for years. So I would just use that for your all your tree needs. But if I remember correctly, we had an entrance to the underground. Let's actually maybe it's less buggy today. I'll turn this down and then let's turn back on Distant Horizons. We'll see if we crash. I don't see a crash, so there we go. So now we've got a bit more of view distance. And we're going to head over to this ravine and actually do some exploration today. Yeah, that makes sense, Sweet Bounce. There's a chance for the Nexus Warp Tower from Ars Editions to have a secret room with many Ars stuff, including gear. Ooh, good to know. Got some bones, some arrows. I think we are just going to go back down in this pit we were in originally. Why don't we grab a little bit of water? And we'll wait for that to flow down, then we'll just jump down there. Now, we're on the lookout for quest blocks specifically. So I'm going to mine this tin in hopes for a raw tin block. I didn't see one. That's fine. I maybe should have brought another pickaxe, but if we need to, we can just quickly slash home, slash back, since I have that enabled for us here on my server. Here's some fluorite. We can turn the fluorite into a fluorite block for the quest, so we'll be good there. I do want some salammoniac so we can get theurgy up and running. And let's grab some inferium. Arcanist gear will be perfect for the new Allthemodium Ars gear in a mod known as All the Arcanist. Ooh, that's exciting. I am a fan of magic, so I think that'll be fun. Okay, do you guys think we have a mimic or a regular chest? I'm hoping it's a mimic. Nope, it's a chest. It was worth hoping, though. It was worth hoping. I almost wonder if I should carry something in case we get a mimic. We'll have to see, but that works out for us. Look at that. We got another iron pick, so we'll be able to keep going. some iron ore, paper, feathers, coal. I'm going to leave the golden axe and chain boots. I don't think I necessarily need them for anything right now. So we'll hold off on that, but I am going to steal this smithing table and this furnace. And let's see what other loot we got. Oh, that's good to know. Mimics still have the 1.20 looter textures. Okay, so that'll make it easier to tell if we get a mimic. String and cobwebs. I'm always excited for that. Perfect. Rails, because I have an idea for a challenge regarding using Railcraft Reborn. And it's good to have those. Why don't we throw this most of this in our backpack and continue on our journey here. I do need to, I think my keybinds are swapped. I'm going to type key B, and I want my terminal on B, and I want my backpack on shift B. So give me just a second here, folks. There we go. Perfect. Haven't seen a mimic in a while. Well, I know we have to, they've got to be in here because the main quest for artifacts is to kill a mimic. Mimics are found in campsites underground, looking like normal chests. So they've got to be in the pack if they've got the quest. I remember killing them when we were testing it earlier. We'll have to see. Let's keep going here. I'm going to grab copper because we're going to need it. Surprisingly. Clinax coming in. They are here. I've seen a couple. Awesome. Good to know. Good to have confirmation. I think what we should probably use that first Ender Pearl we got from a quest reward. Maybe we use it for a magnet. I kind of want to get a magnet ASAP. Now I'm going to try to head lower. There is quite a few resources we need to get, but I don't want to necessarily flood the whole area. But we'll give this a go. See what we've got around us as we're dropping. I do see some sort of structure with redstone down there. Keeping an eye out for mobs. Let's have a look here. Did we grab zinc or only aluminum? Oh, we have tin. Let's grab some zinc, just so we're prepared. Grab the blue zirconium. And as we get ready, so I'm already seeing some diamonds. We'll be able to get diamonds. I just want to be careful here. So this is interesting. I really want to harvest these redstone components, but I'm afraid that harvesting them will break the structure they're generated around. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Ooh, that's a good idea, Rex. Let's look up the hostile neural networks model for the mimic, and we'll see what texture it's using. I know it's got, or here, what if I just type, I think I can just type mimic. Yeah, there we go. It does seem to be the old texture. I know it's really small, but I think it's the old texture. Let's take a look here. We do have our first spawner, which is really exciting. I'm going to try to run up to it really fast. Ooh, and it's skeleton. Oh, that's awesome. That's going to be fantastic for us. It's the old, says Brian. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. I don't want anybody to, I know no one's near me, but I don't want anybody to steal this, so I'm just going to claim this area. Once we have Silk Touch, we're gonna yoink this skeleton spawner. That's going to be excellent. And we got 2 looter chests. Cross your fingers, folks. Let's see, we did get the Origins of Darkness. We got our first name tag. We also did get a Vengeance Spirit. Nothing too crazy from that chest, but granted, we don't have very high luck levels at this time, which you can always check by looking at your stats, because looter is affected by luck. Yeah, we're not modifying our luck right now, so we'll have to work on that in the future. I was hoping for some Apotheosis affixed armor, but not seeing it. We did get a music disc. Ooh, Divine Smite for iron spells. I think that's gonna be fun. We did get a bag of seeds. Let's see what we get. Oh, they added mystical agriculture seeds back to the Corral Tombstone seed bags. Did they do that? Look at that. We just got refined obsidian and cow seeds. When did they add those back? That's got to be a bug. They're definitely going to remove it. It's too overpowered. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Rex. That's why we play with especially we have moved away from public servers. That's why we're supporter servers. It's a trusting environment. I'm telling you, I'm calling it now. They're going to remove these. This is so overpowered because there's ways to farm Knowledge of Death seed bags. And if you can use that for mystical agriculture seeds, that's going to be busted. I'm going to type death. I'm realizing I don't have it bound because I do want to keep my Knowledge of Death updated. Once we get a level, I'm probably going to go into Treasure Seeker. Let's loot this. We are starting to get a little full, but I think we have the space to keep exploring for a little bit. Try to get some diamonds. Yeah, I probably could sweet bounce. I just don't have an area prepared to use it yet, if that makes sense. So I don't necessarily want to grab it just yet. But I'm going to come over here. I do want to grab this. And then why don't we try to find out what this structure is? Let's do a little bit of exploring here. We're going to have so many quest turn-ins when we get back to base. Oh, I am seeing another campsite. Can tell if Satharov or the other devs are seeing this, they will patch it in a split second. Well, I'll tell you what. I know people will hate it, but I'm all about doing what you can to help the health of any mod pack. So I will be reporting it to the GitHub after this stream. Let's see here. So this is definitely for the underground structure. Is it a trial chamber? I'm going to steal all the redstone components before anything's activated. And then I'm actually going to steal a bunch of this Scion Terracotta because it's one of my favorite blocks. So we've got some sort of dungeon. It is not a trial chamber. Definitely not a trial chamber. And I'm going to steal some of this copper because we need it for a quest. Now, I want to get my blocks, but I want to go grab those diamonds first. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. In fact, I'm going to put a waypoint here. Oh, this is new. Oh, this is cool. A new waypoint manager. So I'm just going to make a waypoint and call it structure. and we'll come back to this. It's a bunker? Yeah, we'll have to find out. Do you have an infinity ham yet? I don't have one yet. Nice, Hajakanas. How did that go for you, hopping into one so early? Now, I really want to go grab those diamonds. Why don't we head this way first? In case there is... Nope, no mimic. Doesn't look like it. It was a trap. Darn it. I should have seen it. I even saw the TNT underneath. That was stupid of me. But we did get a cartography table and a smoker. Checking this area, we did finally get some more redstone too, which is nice. And continuing on here. Would you like one? Yeah, I'd like one. I do try to use all the food mods in the pack rather than immediately using an eternal item. But I like to have the eternal food as backup for when I'm out of food. So if you have one you're willing to part with, I'd love it. I'd appreciate it. I hope they won't add Twilight for the ore mountains. Yeah, I'm so done with the Twilight mod. It's too old in my mind now. Rex says you can use one chip station for all chippable blocks. Oh, that's awesome. Silix says I'm back. Nice. I died 3 times and left it. Nice, Hashikanas. Infinity Ham is for oh, it's not the artifact, it's for relics. Oh, I'm so sorry. I see, I understand now. I apologize. Okay, +1 experience point for each piece eaten from the ability Regeneration. And regeneration using a relic consumes 1 of the regenerable charges, replenishing the hunger of the wearer. Okay. I'm still learning how to use the relics, so you'll have to pardon me. We need to level up the relic to level 5. Okay. So experience point for each piece eaten. Do I have to use the ability? I'm still learning these guys. I apologize. I'm assuming it would just go in a charm slot maybe, or nope, not a charm slot. I don't think it has a slot. Because if you notice, when you look at like these ones, it says slot. So no slot for this. Maybe you just eat it. We'll find out. You consume it. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So we'll level this up then. Okay, I was picturing the other system. I apologize. I was mistaken. But let's start getting some diamonds. I'm not going to worry too much about fortune right now because all the mods tends to be pretty easy to get diamonds. It's not like we're playing vanilla. I do want to go get those diamonds, but we do have a couple mobs. Let's see if I can flush them somewhere, and then we'll go down there. Yeah, I remember reading about the compatibility mod. We'll have to see. Okay, I'm definitely not going to be flushing them, it seems. Maybe if I walk to this side. Okay, as long as the creeper... Oh, okay, he's coming up. Let's get ready here. Okay, so the creeper's dead. I'm not too worried about fighting a zombie. I think we're pretty safe. A little bit of lag, unfortunately, making it a little hard to kill. And then let's get a little bit of lighting down. Okay, we're up to 6 diamonds. That should be enough. So much mining to do, but I don't want to get too distracted by that, if that makes sense. I'm a little worried about the stories you guys are saying about this bunker. Do you guys think I'm gonna die if I go into the bunker? Is it like is it certain death? Since I don't really have any strong gear yet. Bunker zombies deal 9.5 hearts a hit. Okay, well that's all I need to know. Jeez almighty. That's a lot. But we might be able... Hear me out. I could be wrong here, but could we yoink one of these chests? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get this lapis. Then we'll try to steal a chest, and then we're gonna go back to base. Okay, so we're gonna use the ham. So how does it regenerate? Does it just regenerate over time? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, let's I just want to take a look at something here. So something I'm looking at. So along the 9186 line, and from this block it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to try something here. It passively regens? Okay. Okay, so we should be lined up. I don't know exactly how deep we have to go, or if it's just going to spawn a zombie. That gave me a heart attack on me. Let's take a look here. Okay, so that's one floor down. Boom. Gold diamonds. Very nice. Yeah, we won't head into it. We'll be a little cautious here. Just gonna get a few of these resources. And then let's see if we can yoink one more chest before we go back to base, turn in our quests, all that good stuff. So there's tons of chests over there. So is there spawners? Like in the walls, maybe? I'm trying to figure out where they spawned from. I just want to know where they spawn from, guys. But yeah, we'll just come back to it when we're stronger. But I'd love to know the mechanics behind it regarding how it decides the spawns. Yeah, we made a waypoint for it. So I'm not too worried there. It's also right by the spawner we claimed. Oh hey, there's a raw block. Perfect. There's all the ores quest. That's the end of our pick. Let's go ahead and head home. And someone was saying, okay, so we can sleep. I'm going to sleep too with whoever's sleeping. And time for a bunch of cleanup and quest claiming. So let's just dive right into it. Let's try to be, I'll try to be as quick as I can here, guys. I appreciate your patience as I clean up this mess. Why don't we start by grabbing all of the ores and ore type blocks and resources. Well, I'll try to do this as fast as I can. I really want to get these cow seeds planted ASAP. For sure. That's going to be really overpowered. I can't believe in the release version the mystical agriculture seeds are obtainable from the seed bags. That is, if it wasn't intentional, that's quite the oversight. That's really powerful. All right, let's see here. What else do we need to grab from here? I won't sort anymore. Let's keep our tools separated down here, and let's turn on no sort. And then let's grab all of the plant, food, monster drop based items. Trying to keep as organized as possible, basically. Come over here. Let's go. I'm just going to throw them all in for now. We'll take a closer look here in a second. Continuing on, we got some more of our utility type blocks. Let's just put them down. We'll put down the smithing, cartography, smoker, and we'll do another furnace right at the door. Grab those gems. And then I think I'll just fill my inventory and sort from there. So in our miscellaneous blocks, we'll go ahead and throw all of this. No need to hold those on us. In this chest is where we'll go ahead and put the logistics core. I'm going to add a chest over the bed for miscellaneous armor type things. And then let's just hurry and be done with this. I'm going to keep the rope on us. But otherwise, I think I'm going to put most everything else away. All right, so we completed a bunch of quests. Let's go over them, see what we get. As much as I'd love to do collect all, like we talked about in the previous episode, I'm trying to learn what quests to target for like a speed run. So we get a bunch of dyes, and we get one of all the JaisDK gems, and a chipped alchemy book. I wonder what that does. There is our Fortune 2 book. I'm going to put that away before we lose it. And I do want to see what this book does. Oh, you can hold it. Nice. You can hold it to do the chipped. That's awesome. I really like that. Put the dyes away here, and then let's keep going. See what else we can yoink from the various quest rewards. In terms of the main quest chain, we did get diamonds. So here comes a rather decent reward table, guys. Rather decent reward table. We'll hope we get something good. Block of emerald. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because that actually unlocks the gem blocks which gives us redstone, lapis, amethyst, quartz. And somehow we've completed a couple quests on the All the Mods star page. We got the Mystical Agriculture quests and Forbidden Arcanus because we grabbed the Arcane Crystals. EvilCraft because we got the Dark Gems. Awesome, awesome. We do get a free infusion crystal because we had an Inferium block from a quest. Basic tools, because we reached a harvest here, we do get material rewards. In this case, it's just iron. Because we opened the trapped loot chest, we do get another storage reward. I'm really hoping for some upgrade bases. Oh, we just got chests. Darn. That's all right, though. Mystical Agriculture, we did complete a few quests here. So, Prosperity Shards, we got some free Inferium Seeds, which is awesome. We do need to make the Prosperity Seed base, but we'll get there. Our Inferium reward, we got Mystical Fertilizer, which completed more quests. Look at this. This is the chain of quest rewards completing quests. You gotta love it. And we just got a Prosperity Seed base, so that's going to complete that quest. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I think that's everything there. Let's clean up our inventory, and we'll take stock of everything here in a minute. Catching up on chat, the alchemy book is a portable chipped bench. Yeah, it seems really useful. I think that's really cool. Although, like, already you could, with the chipped sophisticated edition, you could do the portable chipping in your backpack. But I guess it's really interesting to see an item itself too. Continuing down the chain, we started Mechanism by gaining osmium. We started Powa, which gives us the book and a wrench. Now, because it gave us a wrench, I think that might complete another quest. Yep, basic logistics. So we're started here. We've started Railcraft Reborn, and we can choose what we want here. And I'm going to choose steel, so that we can bypass some mechanism quest blocks. Grab the EvilCraft quests. Iron Spells. It starts you just getting paper. And we need to get Arcane Essence to really start the quest. Theurgy. We got the Salamoniac quest chain done. Awesome. And one more quest section here. Because we got steel, we get a free steel block. Okay. That was a lot of quests, guys. Okay, that makes sense, Rex. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was gonna say server lag. That was crazy. Holy cow. What a bunch of progress here. Let's see, where was I putting paper? I was putting it there. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually just make a regular old diamond pick to start us off. Just to get us going. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Fortune 2, Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 3 books. And we're going to make a anvil. No, I don't think I have a... I haven't looted an anvil yet, I'm pretty sure. We've got 56 levels, so I'm not too worried about combination costs right now, but I'll still try to be a little cost saving with it. Now, does it still do... Okay, so we won't lose the enchants if we turn it to silent gear. Is it worth it? Let's look at the properties. We get brittle, lustrous, and flexible. I can't remember exactly what those effects do. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys, let me know in the chat. Should we turn our pickaxe to silent gear or leave it as is? Because as is, we can use the smithing templates. I don't think to do the smithing templates with silent gear, you have to make it special. So what do you guys think? Should we leave it as is or turn it silent gear? But exciting for me, we did get a bunch of redstone, which means we're about to do a bunch of storage upgrades. So I'm gonna make some torches. I'm gonna grab iron, gold, and copper. Now I'm gonna try to get everything to iron first, just to be done with it. So we need basic to iron, and there's routes to get there. We can, if we want to save on materials, we could actually do basic to copper first. Why don't we actually grab our copper, and we only need, so I'm going to need 2. Oh, I'm going to need, hold on, let me take a look at something here. We need the basic tier upgrade first and foremost. For these chests, we need 5 of those, and that is going to require mostly sticks, so I'm not too worried. And we need 5 at this time. Yeah, I think I have all the materials. And why don't we throw those down? Oh, why can't I do this? Oh, it's a trap chest. I didn't realize that was a trap chest. Give me a second here, folks. Okay. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 basic to iron. So we need 7 basic to copper. That does mean we need some more copper on us. And why don't we actually get some more smelting? We'll get some more of this going. And in the meantime, with that, we should have enough for 7 of these. And then I want to turn all of these to iron. Should now be able to go boom, 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 boom. Perfect. Suluk says, I heard that actually additions for 1.21.1 is being worked on. Also, Electro Blob's Wizardry. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, that's really exciting. That's gonna be fun to mess around with. Now that I'm thinking about it, we do need 2 copper to iron, which is just a redstone torch, so that's not bad at all. And we actually have just enough. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to make some stack upgrades for these. Now these are going to require logs, and we haven't done much logging yet. And I am curious if we have the materials for the industrial foregoing plant gatherer, it is going to require plastic. So we might start industrial foregoing, honestly. Why don't we favorite the fluid extractor and the latex processor? And we'll also check the... Oh, we did get a few quests here, so let's grab that. Whoop. Grab that. More diamonds. Awesome. And we're going to go to the industrial foregoing quest line. And it all starts by making a pity machine frame. And I think we're gonna go this route. Me too, Sweet Bounce. Toblerone back in the day was one of my I know some people didn't like it, especially in some expert mod packs, but I've always been a big fan of Toblerone personally. But let's go ahead and let's see if we have we've got plenty of redstone. I think we'll be okay. Oh, I have got questions. So if you noticed, I just turned this redstone dust into blocks, and that is through compress hotkeys. In this case, I just hold shift and press K on the redstone, and it turns, if you're in a 3x3 crafting window, it automatically does the compression. You can see all those various hotkeys. If I type compress, compress all, compress just the item, you can do compress stack, you can set keybinds for decompress all item stack. It's really useful. It's really useful, but another really useful keybind that we went over before during the beta, but I want to go over it again, and that is for the Find Me mod. What would it be under? Category? Yeah, category. And that is, you want to set your keybinds so everybody knows you press Y on an item. And this is good for early game, and it'll highlight any nearby inventories that have that item. But recently, I say recently, but it's probably been maybe 2 years now, they've added keybinds for not just searching, but automatically pulling either the item or the stack from nearby inventories. I'm going to see what my conflicting keybinds are really fast. So we had open config for Jade. I'm going to pull that off for now, and show overlay for Jade. I'm going to turn those off. Now what that would do is, let's say we're crafting and part of this recipe requires paper, and we're in a crafting table. I don't want to go get it from my chests. I just press the keybind and it pulls it from the nearby inventories, either one or all. And it's really useful when you remember to use it. Let's start with one pity machine frame to start industrial foregoing. Gives us the book. And it does tell you about its really easy to use transporters and the pitiful generator. But we're going to go straight for a fluid extractor. Now, for the fluid extractor, oops. Oh, I thought I... Oh, I just, I think I unfavorited something there, but let's see. So for the piston, we need cobble and we need planks. Let's see. I think we're gonna have to make the planks, and I'll just put a stack of cobble on me. We do. Let's see if we have everything. I think the only thing we're going to be missing is the redstone. I'll grab that from a chest. There's the piston. And we do have the fluid extractor, which gave us free plastic. Ooh, how much did it give us? Holy cow, we could actually skip this step, but we'll do it for the sake of progression. We'll still keep going here. I'm gonna see if I can make the latex processing unit. we might be a little low on materials. I think I got to go get some logs. But I think the goal today is to automate tree gathering before we have to go. I've got a little bit more time. Let's see if we can do it. I don't care too much about keeping the apple tree. So I'm going to get some logs here, and then for now I'll just replant. Is that a full Certus Quartz cluster? Yes. So let's mine that. We got our first Certus Quartz crystals. Why don't we actually get some dust too? So I'm going to be really careful here. Get some dust too, because I do like to try to get A2 going as soon as possible. But continuing on here, see if we got any very particular quest rewards. Doesn't seem like it. Let's go ahead and for the quest, let's just get the fluid extractor running. Just on a regular old log, just so it's going, because it doesn't require power. Power just makes it work faster. And Nad's coming in on YouTube. It's the Pumpkin. Hello. Good to see you, Nads. I've sure missed you, man. Good to see ya. Let's keep going here. Let's get our pity machine frame, and then what else are we going to need here? We're going to need 2 buckets. Let's grab 2 of those, and then I think I'm going to need to grab some more iron. And all that's left is a furnace. So there is our latex processing unit. Now I'm going to put this next to it, but I'm going to make sure, yeah, we're not auto outputting or anything yet. We're going to hold off on that. We're going to wait for a bucket of latex. Now, since we got plastic, yeah, we'll wait for the bucket of latex. Since we got plastic as a quest reward, we might actually be able to make the plant gatherer. Let's see if we're missing any of the materials. So all we're going to need is 1 more pity machine frame, which means we need more logs and more redstone. So I do think I do need to go chop some trees real quick. Nads says, yeah, work and midterm school session is crazy. I can't stream in that time. Yeah, it makes sense, man. Nothing to worry about there. I know how it goes. Let's see if we can get the whole tree. Beautiful. Oh, that does remind me, guys. We wanted to make a magnet. We'll put that on our to-do list. Let's head inside here and take a snooze. I'm gonna get a drink here. So give me just a second, folks. Okay. Why don't we throw away all of this plant junk from chopping the trees, and then we'll keep going here. So we do know we're gonna need 1 redstone block for a pity machine frame. And then we're going to need to make a hoe and 2 axes. So let's make 2 axes and a hoe. And then we just need 2 gold gears. Now, I believe we already have iron nuggets and we have the gold. Let's make 2 of those. And let's keep going here. Is All the Mods 10 out of beta? Yeah, so it's now version, it released version 1.0, and now it's now version 1.1. Wazaf says, how goes it? It goes good, Wazaf. Good to see you. How was your stuff you had going on? Hope everything's going well for you. Let's grab a plant gatherer, and then I think we actually will just to complete the quest anyways, why don't we try to make a pitiful generator? Even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to use a heat generator for power, I still want to complete this quest. Okay, there's the pitiful generator, and we could maybe use that to start, but I kind of want to, for those that don't know, heat generators are one of my favorite ways for early game passive power because they're so cheap. They're really, really cheap. Let's see if we have the materials to make one of these. Something we're going to need to do is get osmium smelting. Miner Man is back. I see you've been going strong for almost an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm going pretty strong right now, and I have about 30 more minutes I can stream. We'll see if I last that long. Because I have to watch my son while my wife does some things, and then I'm hoping to go back live once she's back. So hopefully a lot of streaming today. I think it's going to be a good time. Yeah, we'll have to see, Nads, if you can make it work with school, but regardless, we'll be happy to have you. Okay, so that's going to be the osmium. And then a furnace. And then I just put away the materials on accident. Boom. So we get our first heat generator. Now, in terms of transferring the power, I'm probably going to go with just some very simple pipes to start. If we go to the basic logistics, to start the quest, it wants you to make a pipe wrench. So why don't we actually make that? Just for quest rewards and such. Yeah, that makes sense, Miner Man. I'm sorry. Nad says, school is already cutting my time to sleep, so while I'm already in that situation. Yeah, well, then don't worry yourself too much. Focus on what you got to focus on. So guys, here's a good early quest. Look at that. For 2 sticks, 2 flint, you get 3 iron blocks. So those are the kind of quests we're trying to locate here. But we're going to see if we have the redstone for some energy pipes. I think we do, which is exciting. So we've got the energy pipes, we've got the heat generator, we've got the plant gatherer. I would have to be manually replanting, but maybe we can find a easy way around that. But for now, let's just get the plant gatherer up and running. And for that, we're going to go get a bucket of lava. So I'm actually going to head back down here because there was lava from where we teleported from. And we're just going to come outside here, clear the terrain a little bit. And what we'll do is I'll set up behind here our first heat generator. Yeah, that's true, Miner Man. Ooh, can't wait for you to be able to start playing. Look forward to it. I'm actually going to dig this down one, and I'm going to put the heat generator at ground level. So let's place our first heat gen and a pipe coming out, and we'll be putting machines along here. Make sure we're pulling power, and then we're going to lava log the heat generator. So just like that, we're already getting power. And my goal is to do some very basic early game processing here. With very early power. The heat gen setup reminds me of all the mods. It's my favorite. It's my go-to for early game. It's because it's passive and it's cheap. It's super cheap. Hardly requires anything. And looks like this does place this way. So let's come right here. And then the other block, if we really want to automate it, there's a couple ways. Whether we use like a modular router or a sewer. Let's see what the sewer costs. I'm looking at the materials and let's compare that to the modular router and let's see which one would kind of be a little cheaper. Because this is just mainly iron and then we just need the... I think it's the placer module, which is just a dispenser. And I don't think it requires power. So why don't we actually go this route? Let's make a modular router as well as a placer module if we have the resources. In the meantime, though, I do think we're gonna... Why don't we place a tree? In this case, let's just put a acacia sapling in front of the plant gatherer because acacia gives more latex than other log types. But we're gonna grab that. Now let's see if we can make this happen, guys. Let's see if we can make this happen. So to make the modular router, we already have the iron bars. We just need blank modules. So I'm going to grab all the paper and we're going to make some gold nuggets. I guess I could keep on that too, but make the gold nuggets and let's go ahead, make some blank modules. We get 6 of them. Make some modular routers. And now we just need a dispenser, which does require string and dropper if we want to do it that way. Let's do it that way so that I can stay in this menu. And what I'll do is grab string and boom, placer module. And then to make it work better in the claim, we want to grab a security card. But why don't we clean up our inventory a little bit here? Clean up just a tiny bit of stuff here, guys. Give me just a second. Catch up with chat. How did you just grab that 6 paper from the craft? So we actually just went over it, Miner Man, just a little bit ago. But the Find Me mod, you can set keybinds. So you know the Find Me, you press Y and it shows where it is in an inventory. You can set keybinds to either grab 1 item from nearby inventory or 1 stack. And that's what I'm using to stand still in my crafting window and pull items from the chest in early game. Hope that helps. But for the blank upgrade, we would need more paper, so we actually can't do this one yet. I don't think we have any sugar cane now that I'm thinking about it. Now, was there... Here, let's sleep. Let's double check if there was sugar cane near the base. Otherwise, maybe we could use a market. Let's go take a look while our machines are running, and I'm just gonna have my base force loaded like that. And I'm already seeing sugarcane over there as well as a structure. Why don't we head across and take a look here? some sort of bug in the water, it looks like, with the terrain generation. That could very well be the bug that was patched this update with that Terra mod. We'll have to find out. This might be a spider dungeon, which based on the webs, pretty sure it is. But I care more about this sugarcane. Let's see if we can find maybe 2 more pieces. I'll leave this spider dungeon for later. It's going to be a long time before anybody beats your record, Nads. And thanks again for all those gifted subs. I greatly appreciated it, and I'm sure the community appreciated it too. It was very kind of you, and I just want to again say thank you. Let's grab all this sugar cane. I don't think any of it was a bee nest. And we only needed 3 for the paper. I don't know why I just tried to do that there. Oh, did they change? Oh, it's in a very specific formation now. Interesting. Well, let's get the rest of the sugarcane actually just growing out here along the water. Then what we'll do is we'll clean up our inventory and we'll keep going here. Let's try to get this modular router set up to automatically plant trees for us. Oh, Nads. You're crazy, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for subbing for the 5th month in a row, Nads. Still continuing to support me after all this time. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Nads. Oh, Miner Man, I've already had to go over it like almost 3 times on stream. If you don't mind, in the YouTube vlog, if you just rewind, you'll see how to do the inventory pulling to your inventory. Yeah, thank you, Nads. Let's keep going here. I really want to try to get this done before I have to go. Let's go ahead and try and make a security upgrade. We just need some quartz. Now, the thing is, I don't know. Yeah, we don't. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic. We only have quartz blocks. I don't think we can we may not have the quartz unless we make a cutting board. Why don't we try to make a cutting board here? And I'll just put the cutting board down there. Let's grab a block of quartz, throw it down, and then use the pickaxe. Perfect. Boom, there is our security upgrade. It is in our name. Exactly what we want. And we're going to come over here to our sapling. We're going to put down our modular router. Now, in our placer, since this is the front, we're going to say that it's going to operate in the back without any filters. Let's go ahead and put the placer module and give it a security upgrade. And let's load it up with saplings and see if it works. No worries, Miner Man. I'm sorry you got hit with ads. I know it sucks, but I appreciate your patience. Let's grab I thought I had more saplings, but maybe I didn't. We'll just put oak saplings in it, and let's just test if it's able to place. We are going to keep it on eco mode for the server. Perfect. It is able to place. So let's have it start with an acacia. Ooh. And this is running. It's got power. Check the working area. Perfect. So why don't we force a growth and just make sure everything's working how we want. I'm not 100% sure, Sweet Bounce. I haven't really played all the mods 10 in quite a while, so we're going to be investigating the best use cases of different things TPS-wise as we play. I do know that in all the mods 9 to the sky, we enjoyed using Ender.io. It seemed to work pretty well for us in terms of server performance. So hopefully it continues to be a good behaving mod. Give me a second to clean up here, and then why don't we go test out the harvesting. So I'm just seeing here, I got to learn more about how to level up these relics. Hey, we used all our XP and got it to 1.8, but now I can't level it up because it doesn't have a level, and now I have no XP. So I got to be careful about doing that in the future. Live and learn. I'm still learning how the relics mod works, but we'll get there. Let's grab a little bit of bone meal. And I believe it seems to have enough inventory. So there we go. It'll harvest the tree. The modular router plants the next sapling. Perfect. And all the drops come here. Now, I'm a little worried about this overflowing because of all the junk items. So we're going to give it a inventory to put items into. So let's come over here. Let's grab a chest, and I would like to, or maybe we'll do it this way. Give me a second here, folks. I'm gonna try to make a wood gathering chest, sophisticated wise. So let's turn this copper, iron, and gold. And the beauty of industrial foregoing is most of the machines can actually move their inventories on their own. Now, this is going to be the south side. So we're going to come to output, and we want south push. And that should put all the items in this chest. Beautiful. And then I'm going to come over here and put an acacia log. And finally, we should have the resources to finally make some stack upgrades to finish off here. Why don't we make a few of these? And I'm actually going to put one of the first ones in this chest specifically. And I might actually be able to... We might get enough acacia to keep that running with just acacia. Let's come back inside. And in my resource chest, I want a stack upgrade. Put away some of that, put away our wood items, clean up a bit of our redstone. And then, as I was discussing before, ladies and gentlemen, I have to take a break to do some family stuff. But a really quick miner says maybe make a polar module to take saplings. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Maybe we'll do that right at the start of the next episode. But I have to watch my son for a bit, and then if I'm still feeling well enough after doing that, we're going to go live again, right back into episode 3. So thanks everybody so much for watching. I highly appreciate all your support. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be in the world. But for now, my friends, bye-bye.